Hey guys, it's Gerard Way, and I'm giving a shout out to sapitas.com. The first thing that comes to mind, I just think of the times that, I had here with MCR. So when I think of Mexico, I think of Mexico City, and I think of that performance that we taped. I always think of that first when I think of Mexico. It's just what I think of. It was different, and it was challenging in that we had to do quite a bit of rehearsal to get to the point where we knew each other very well as musicians, and we could play off each other. But that part was challenging, and we got through that. And then on stage, obviously, it's a very different thing. We have a different kind of energy together. We have a different kind of chemistry, and it's still fun. It's just different. I don't know how long I've wanted to make this record. I tend to go in cycles with things, and I feel like I wanted to make the record, thankfully or luckily, when I made it. It wasn't like something that I wished I could have made with MCR. I just kept making music, and this is what it sounded like after the band split. It's absolutely the record I really wanted to make at that moment. And it took a little longer than I had hoped, but, still finished it. Many different things, I thought about. Well, I wanted to start. A lot of it was based on how much I could challenge myself. So I wanted to challenge myself, lyrically and sonically and vocally. So a lot of it really was based on that, and like getting in line with who I am at the time, who I was at the time, and really connecting with myself. And so I was just inspired by a lot of music that always stuck with me through years. Everything from glam to Britpop to fuzz rock, Well, we made the album very close to Juarez, and I was just always aware of its presence and its energy right next to us while we were doing the album. And I felt like having a song called that. And I thought, when I thought about the lyrics to the song I had written, I had felt that it was about somebody that wants to escape through music. And I thought about young people living in a place that they maybe wanted to escape, and that one of those ways to escape is to pick up an instrument and make some music, make some sounds with it, if either just for yourself or for other people. And I just thought about any place that somebody young would kind of want to, escape from via a musical instrument. I think music is a way to get away from harsh realities of the real world. I also feel like it's something that can also affect realities as opposed to running away from them. I think you can use music to affect a reality and bring positivity into people's lives. No, I've not had to deal with any, because basically it's just been anybody that wanted to kind of come along came along, and I don't really hear from anybody anymore that didn't want to come along. So it's pretty basic. I mean, there was people at the beginning that didn't understand why I wanted to not be in the band anymore, but that's understandable, like it was a bit confusing. So but then over time, like, the people that are interested in what I'm going to do outside the band are interested in it, and the people that aren't, and that's cool. Last concert I went to as a regular fan, I'm trying to remember. I feel like I just saw somebody perform, and it was great. I'm trying to remember what that was. Yeah, it was. I saw James play. I saw Reggie in the Full Effect, and that was great. It was great seeing James play.